What is up everyone, my name's Liam, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to be doing another tier list. So it's been a bit of time since I've uploaded, but I just thought I'd do a quick tier list, and it is on game consoles, as you can see in the bottom of my screen there. Yeah, it's just been a bit of time since I've done one. I've been loving the tier lists, and yeah, well without further ado we'll get straight into the video. So obviously these are tier lists, console games. So it's a tier list on console games. Obviously I play Xbox, so they're Xbox and yeah, Xbox games. The only one there is Roblox that's not played on PlayStation. The others are, I'm pretty sure, are played on PlayStation. But yeah, console games anyway. We'll call it console games tier list. So yeah, that's the easiest way of putting it. So here I've got 10 games. These are, I might be sorry if I haven't included any other games, but these are the games that I've played before, and it's pointless me putting a game on that I've not played before. So obviously each of these games have many different games within that game, like additions of games. I'm just going to do it as a whole really, because some of the additions can be different each time. Some, you go through times where games are boring, sometimes games are really good and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, there we are. So let's start off then. As you can see in the top left, we've got Minecraft. So Minecraft is obviously the best-selling game. I think it's sold um, it's sold quite a few. I can't give you the exact number, but it's definitely up there in the best-selling console game of all time across all platforms of console. And yeah, I think it's a really good game. It gets your creative mind going in terms of what you can build. Best thing I've built is a stadium out of I think it was like log or something, or wooden planks. I don't know. I don't play the game enough to know all the materials, but I made a full football stadium, and it's okay in terms of the building. It's unlimited. Like, you could make a whole village. You could even make a whole city if you had enough time. But it is a game, one of those games that can get boring for me after a while. Like, I can only play about an hour or two until I start to get bored. At an hour or two at the most, I'm talking here, and all you can do really is build. And I know that sounds a bit stupid because you can build whatever you want with it, but after being able to only kind of do one thing on the game is just not really for me. So there you are anyway. So Minecraft, I would probably put in the good tier. I don't think I could put it any higher than that, to be honest, just on based on the fact that it can get quite boring. I'm sorry if anyone's offended by that, because I know it's a really popular game. It's just, it is really popular. I do understand that, but it's just not really my most favourite game ever, personally. Anyway, so we move on to GTA now, or Grand Theft Auto, whichever one you want to call it. So I've only played GTA 5. I haven't played any of the other ones. I think I played GTA 4 once or twice, but I don't really remember it. But either way, I played around someone's house, I think. But anyway, GTA 5 is, amazing game. It's been running 7 years now, so literally as Xbox One and PS4 came out, they released GTA 5, and like, that's when I started secondary school as well, and like, I'm finishing college, like towards the end of college now, so it's been out so long, it's unbelievable. The one problem I think with GTA 5 is it's a great game. The amount of stuff you can get with it is absolutely amazing. There's like unlimited amounts you can buy now, but like, I feel like the more they're adding on, it just isn't great. I mean, we've all been waiting for like a GTA 6 to come out. That's what we're guessing anyway. But I feel like if they do bring GTA 6 out, everything they've released, nearly everything you can get now. I mean, the only thing I can think of is a bloody like like an underground submarine that you can live in. That's the only thing I can think of that GTA could release, and maybe two or three other things. But everything's released. There's about 7 or 8 businesses now. I remember when I first played GTA, you could only have a CEO or an MC. Now that you can get a hangar, you can get bunker, you can get a casino. It's just so endless. And like, if you're playing GTA 5 for the first time now, it's so easy to earn money and just to be able to get good stuff. But it also, I find, with the new vehicles and everything new that they've added, it's made all the other stuff that was really good. It's made it seem quite crap, to be honest. Like the likes of the Insurgent. I remember when I first saved up for my first Insurgent, it was amazing. I'll never forget because it's the one with the machine gun on. But obviously, like they've released so much more, like the oppressors, the Mark II oppressors. So many planes and stuff, and it's just those people ruin it because then they just, they go shooting and killing everyone everywhere else, and it sort of ruins the lower the vehicles that seem to be really low and they're just a pile of shit, but actually they're not, because all the other vehicles they've released and all the other things they've released have made those other things seem less prestigious, if you want to call it like that. But still, at the end of the day, GTA 5, the storyline, the online, it's amazing. There's times obviously it's been released for 7 years now. It's going to have its points where it gets boring, but there's always that time where you think, oh, I wouldn't mind playing a bit of GTA. And to keep a game going for 7 years and to have the sales it has, like last December, it had its best best sales for Rockstar in the whole time it's been released. So it's still popping off like mad. It's still up there and it's not died out yet, which I'm amazed by. And it's still an amazing game, even though they've released so much on it now, it's got to that point. So I think easily got tier for this. I mean, also with GTA, there was a point where I was just playing it non-stop. I was playing GTA and nothing else, but still an amazing game, and it's it's a god tier game. To keep a game going for 7 years plus, it's there's not many games. Games can usually last like a year or two. But anyway, let's move on. Anyway, so we got Rocket League now. Rocket League is really good. The only problem with it with me is I'm just not really good at the game, but because they brought out like loads of, it's become a more skillful game now. It's not, it's gone way past the days of sort of ball chasing, and that's the problem. I'm still living in the time of ball chasing. Like when I first played it, I was kind of, I'm going to say semi decent. I don't want to be upping myself too much, but everyone's sort of developed on now, doing things like aerials, double jumps, and just doing these sort of like mad skills, and I'm still trying to get on to that point. That's the one thing. I play Bronze 3, and even I think I play average in Bronze 3. And Bronze, if you don't know, Bronze 3 is literally the lowest division in the whole of Rocket League, and everyone's just ball chasers. Like I try my best to get higher, but I don't know, it's just not the game for me. And a lot of it is sort of quick reactions as well, I think, with Rocket League, and the positioning can be quite hard. But you know what, it's still good fun. It's like, you can just go on and just it's just amazing, really. I think you can go on with friends and you really enjoy it, and it's just you can see some mad stuff on it. So I think it's still a godly tier game. It's still really good, despite the fact I'm not good at it. I still can't say it's bad because it's still really good, and it's just different. It's cars with football. Like it's such a crazy concept when you think about it. But anyway, talking of football, we now go on to FIFA. So FIFA's always been a game that I've always enjoyed loads. I did have a year when I stopped playing FIFA. I didn't buy FIFA 19 because I just got to a point where I was getting bored of it. But I'm back into it now. It's always good fun. You can develop your team, get more coins. It's still, I feel like since I'd say FIFA 16 back then, it was a game that everyone kind of played, and I feel like since kind of FIFA 16 and like from I'd say FIFA 18 onwards, actually, it's kind of got to the point where it's not dying. It's still a great game, but it's like, some people only play it for pro clubs. Some people don't even play Ultimate Team as much anymore, and it's a game that I feel like I can't play as long as I used to with FIFA. And obviously it's great though. The rewards that FIFA give now is really good with squad battles. I think squad battles is really good, and people don't know as much about it, but it is, the rewards on it is amazing. You can really develop any good team now if you play a lot of squad battles, and then you can play online once you've got better and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to put FIFA in amazing. It's not at its god tier. I don't think it's at god tier because it's just sort of it's sort of died down a bit, I think, FIFA personally. That's just kind of me anyway, but I still love the game. It's still really good and stuff. So yeah, there we are anyway. So Battlefield. Now this is probably one of the most realistic gun games out there, like hands down. It is so realistic. It's amazing. you know, it is literally a proper battle in a war zone basically. You know, it's literally it's so good. It's just you can drive tanks, fly planes. You know, you can literally do, and the maps are amazing as well. It's so like, you know, sort of World War kind of scenes. It's just so well made. It's amazing. I played Battlefield 1, the beta version, when the beta came out for it. I have Battlefield 5 now. The one problem with and the storyline's good. The one problem with Battlefield, which doesn't put it up there, is I think it's a really underrated game. Personally, I think not many people, as I think, would play it. Not that many people seem to play it as much as, like, say, COD or whatever. But um, what was I going to say now? God, I'm such an idiot. But yeah, no, yeah, that was it. The one thing that stops Battlefield from being high is the fact that the game's like 20 minutes or 30 minutes long, and it's just a long time to be playing a game. Like, if they had 5 or 10 minute games, then you know what? I could probably even look at God tier if they put 5 or 10 minute games into it. But you know, the games just go on for a bit too long, in my opinion, and also the fact that not as many people play it. So I'm going to put it in good tier. Oh no, actually no, I'm going to put in amazing. I'm going to put amazing. If the games were shorter, and I think if more people kind of played Battlefield, then I think I could easily put it into God tier. But you know, playing a half an hour game is just not something you can continue doing. If it's like 5 or 10 minute games, you can play for an hour or two because it just doesn't feel as long. But with half an hour games, you know, if you got to go and do something, it's a bit harder to, and you know, you get bored with longer games personally. So yeah, but there you are anyway. So next one we've got Forza. So Forza is an interesting one for me because there's two sides to Forza. You've got the Horizon side and you've got the motorsport side. I've played I played Forza Horizon 3 back on Xbox 360. That was many years ago. I was like when I was really young. And we got Forza Motorsport 7, which is the game I play as well. I've got currently Forza Motorsport 7 and Forza Horizon 4. Now, with Motorsport, I'd say the tracks, it's just to do with tracks, which is really good because, you know, you see some of the greatest tracks. They even got the Top Gear track, which I think is amazing. You know, you see some of the best ones that you see in F1 and sort of, you know, Le Mans and all that, all those sort of really good racetracks from, you know, Silverstone to Monza, you know, all of them really. And, you know, in terms of seeing different tracks and stuff over the years that they've done. But Horizon's better in the fact that I don't know, on Motorsport, I know you can change the controls and stuff, but the controls on the track just don't fit well. I feel like unless you got, I used to have the steering wheel, the 458 Ferrari steering wheel, and it was so much easier to drive. I know it's always easier to drive with a steering wheel, but it's so much easier than controller. And I just found transitioning over to controller was a bit harder, and it's just the braking and the acceleration just doesn't fit with an Xbox controller. That's just me anyway. Whereas Horizon, you can play with an Xbox controller. That's what I find. And with Horizon, you've got a huge map, loads of race events you can go to, and you know you can. It's just good fun. You can just go on, you know, a convoy, and you can just drive, and you can just drive like if with you can buy rally cars as well and do kind of rally events, which you can't do on Forza. You know, it's only track with sorry, motorsport, but with Horizon you can just see, you can go across an amazing map. That's my opinion of it. So it's a hard one. I put for Horizon, I put in amazing, and then motorsport I put good. But I feel overall, as a game, I think I can put it as amazing. I can, you know, I can take amazing. I'm into cars myself, so you know, I'd enjoy it as a game. It's I think the best racing game out there. There's not many more I can think of. Gran Turismo was good back in the day, but it's not as good. It's nowhere near as good as Forza personally. That's just me anyway. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, next game we've got Red Dead. Or Red Dead Redemption to be, you know, specific. So Red Dead, another Rockstar game. Literally, it's GTA, I'd say, but in a Western cowboy time. And I feel sorry for Red Dead in some ways because with it being a Western cowboy game, like, yeah, cowboy game, it limits it because, at least with GTA you can get a car, you can mod it out, you can make it look good, you can get lights, you can get shit done to it, and and you can get houses on GTA. With Red Dead, you can only get a horse, you can make it quicker, and you only have a camp, and you can't like make or buy a really big house or anything. You're kind of limited to that sort of stuff. And you can't with a horse put an engine in it, can you, to make it go quicker? Or you can't, like, I don't know, put a fat off exhaust on it. It just doesn't work because it's a horse, of course. But that's the one problem. And the story's really good. I mean, the story, I don't know, you can argue the story's probably just as good as GTA in its own way, but the online is just not that good. All you can do is do about horse races and the odd few missions. There's no heists, there's no, big events you can do on it. There's no businesses really, not that I've seen on online. So for Red Dead, it does put it down the ranks a bit, which is a shame. But I think it's still an amazing game. I really do. Just based on the story and based on the realism, you can go hunting, you can yeah, you can go hunting, you can see some amazing wildlife, and it's just, yeah. So for that reason, I can accept amazing for it. So there you are. Now the next game, honestly, say what you want. I know loads of people like Fortnite, but it's going into the terrible tier. There's not going to be much debate about this. I'm really sorry, guys, but it's awful. It's so overrated as a game. I just don't like it. It's just not realistic either. It's so unrealistic. The people that play it just kind of get on my nerves as well, and it's just so overrated. It's just, it's nothing special. I can't see what's great in it, to be honest. It's awful. It's such a bad game. I get so bored when I play it. I can only, even when I did play it back in the day, when you could say I liked it, I could only play 2 matches. I was bored. On to the next game. It's just so bad. It's just the people that play it as well just get on my nerves, and it's just, I don't know. It's so bad. I don't like Fortnite. I can't speak much about it. I'm just going straight on. Sorry, boys. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so next game we've got Roblox. A game that, when you look at it, looks quite shit, to be honest. But honestly, I looked at that, I was thinking, oh no, like, one of my friends told me to get it, and I looked at it, I was like, oh, that looks so bad. But then when I played it, oh my god, what a game, what a game. So with Roblox, there's so many different games within Roblox, and there's like tycoons you can do, hide and seek. There's one called Granny as well, which is quite funny, where like there's a granny chasing you and stuff. It's like an arcade of games. It's unbelievable. It's a game that another game that I can only play for an hour or two, and I can start to get bored. But I think it's still a really good game, though. I can put it in the good tier because it's just one of those really, everything about it is just it's so random, but such a great game at the same time. And yeah, it's so iconic as well. I feel like I don't think anyone expected it to go as big as it did. It's not huge, but it's still a funny game, like all the different game modes you can do it. Anyway, we're coming on to the last game now, unfortunately. So it's WWE 2K. So with this game, it's really good. The storyline's pretty decent, I think. The characters in the game modes you can get are unbelievable. So I'm a WWE fan. I still follow it, and that's why I played it. But I don't even think you have to necessarily be a WWE fan to play it, because if you've got a few friends who play it, you can just drop people off Hell in a Cell. You can play with like some of the craziest characters. You can play as Ronald McDonald or the Hulk, and like you can download some community creations. You can create your own character, and you can make him really overpowered. I played as God as well, which he was amazing. Like he would literally take down anyone in his path, and he could just walk through people and they fall to the floor. It was just it's crazy when you have a few friends playing it. It's good. The online, though, if you were to play it online, it's not amazing online. There's not many tournaments or anything like that, but the story's good. You can play it with friends, so I'm going to put it in good. You know what? And there we are. So Well, there we are. We've done all the games. There's only 10 games this week, guys. I'm going to try and do more tier lists. But yeah, it's pretty decent. No, that's amazing. There's a tier there. Look, the meh tier. I put none into. I couldn't. That shows that I've appreciated. Like, there's 9 games there that I think are decent enough. There's one game that's terrible. A game Fort Shite, you know. That's what I like to call it. It's sorry, it goes into terrible. It is an awful game. But all those other games, I think, are pretty decent. And obviously, I've only played about. There's only 10 games there out of thousands of games and hundreds of thousands of games out there. But I think that's pretty decent. To have a tier list that's been highly rated compared to all my other tier lists. But there you are, anyway. So if you haven't already, make sure you become a Lethal Leon Legend, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you at the next video. Bye for now, guys.